Hi all, this video is about personal selling, and personal selling is a part of syllabus of marketing management of 4th semester BBA. Before going to discuss what is personal selling, let us have an idea about what is the position of personal selling in marketing management. As we know, an organization may use different tools like advertising, sales promotion, personal selling, etc. to persuade the prospective customers in the market. And the combination of these various promotional tools used by an organization is called promotion mix. So, who is a prospective customer? In this context, a prospective customer is a person who is likely to be a customer of the organization in future. Now we are going to discuss what is meant by personal selling. So for the meaning of personal selling, it is a process of informing customers and persuading them to purchase the products through personal communication. So what is it? It is a process of informing customers and persuading them to purchase the products through personal communication. So what is the definition of personal selling? As it is given by the American Marketing Association, it is an oral persuasion in a conversation with one or more prospective purchasers for the purpose of making sales. So, what is the intention of personal selling? That is for making a sale, and that is about oral persuasion, that is for persuading the customers, prospective customers, to become the customer of the organization. That is the oral persuasion in a conversation with the prospective purchasers for the purpose of making sales. Okay, so we can say that personal selling is an important promotional tool adopted by an organization, and it is an oldest method of business promotion. So, in a personal selling, there will be direct personal contact between the buyer and seller. Normally, products with a relatively high price or with some complex features are sold through personal selling. Next, we can look what is the difference between salesmanship and personal selling. Personal selling is clear to you now. Personal selling is the process of persuading people in an oral communication for making a sale. Okay, salesmanship is the ability to persuade people to buy goods or services at a profit to the seller and with a benefit to the buyer. So from this it is clear that what is salesmanship? That is the capacity or the ability of the salesman to persuade the people to buy the products of the company or organization. Next topic is about the personal selling process. There are 8 stages through which a salesman may go through in personal selling. These different stages are given as a chart here. First stage is preparation, prospecting, pre-approaching. Likewise, it will reach up to the follow-up. So, what is the first step that we can discuss in detail? As we know, before entering into the market for meeting the prospective customers, the salesman should be well acquainted with the product, should be well acquainted with the market. He should be well acquainted with the buying motives, buying behavior of the customers, and he should be aware of all the important factors of the market and also about the customer he should be aware of. Prospective customer he should be aware of. And after getting all these details and after having a thorough knowledge about the market and about the prospective customer, he should make a list of prospective customers. So who is a prospective customer? He is not a customer now, he will be a customer in future, who is likely to become a customer in future. So a list of such a prospective customers help the salesman in planning the whole selling efforts. And after preparing a list of prospective customers, then he should be get ready. He should get ready to approach the prospective customers. For this, he should collect as much information as possible regarding the buying motives, buying size, frequency, and what is the current income, occupation, etc. of the prospect. We know that different people are having different buying capacities, having different intentions, different motives, and salesman should be aware of all these factors. And after this, he can classify these different groups, and he can rank these customers according to the priority. I means at this stage, the salesman will be able to devise suitable strategies for approaching different types of customers. Okay, then the salesman should meet the prospect in the market. He should meet the prospect with which is called approaching. That stage is called approaching. At the first sight itself, the salesman should create a good impression in the minds of the prospect for successful selling. Next step is presentation and demonstration. At this stage, the salesman should explain and should highlight the benefits of the product. He should explain the unique features of the product over the competitive products. Presentation often involves demonstration of the product. If physical demonstration is not possible, the salesman may go for booklets, video display, etc. for this purpose. At this stage, he should follow the AIDA formula. So the AIDA, what is the AIDA formula that we discussed in our earlier classes? In AIDA, A stands for attention, I for interest, D for desire, and A for action. Okay, so the salesman should keep the AIDA approach in his mind at the time of presenting and demonstrating the product to the prospective customer. At the time of presenting and demonstrating, the prospective customer may raise several doubts and objections relating to the products. Salesman should answer all these doubts and objections with clear answer and confidence. And he should also respect the prospect. He should not argue with the prospect and should under no circumstances to lose his patience. After all these stages, next step is closing the sales. Closing the sale refers to asking the prospect to buy the product or to place an order for the product. At this stage, the salesman should collect a purchase order. Simply, we can say that he should collect a purchase order from the customer. The salesman should be capable of noticing the buying signals given by the prospect and close the sales fast. The sales should be closed in a cordial manner, and the customer should be made to feel that he has made a right choice. And we know that the selling process does not come to an end by taking the order or delivering the goods. A good salesman should be in touch with the customers even after the sale. That is the follow-up. Okay, follow-up helps the salesman to study whether the customer is satisfied with the product or not. And this can be made through periodic phone calls or maybe through personal visit to the buyer, etc. Follow-up not only reinforces the customer's confidence in the salesman and his company, but also that builds a strong relationship between the seller and buyer. And it can be used as an effective tool for relationship marketing.